Hi, this is Ryan with Eat Sleep Bass Repeat, and we are at Sound by the Sea with Dominque. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Dominque van Hekke. I run Sound by the Sea listening bar and restaurant in Oceanside.
Okay, and this I will say, this is almost like a listening bar, restaurant.
Yes.
And it's almost like a lounge all in one. And what was the inspiration?
So the concept of Sound by the Sea is the combination of a living room, for which we have like couches, very laid-back ambience, mixed with like a very high-quality hi-fi system from JBL from the 70s, all vintage, on which we play vinyls, good recordings, and we have daily guest selectors who bring their music in.
Awesome. And actually, let's see, where are they hiding? There they are. All right. So, and where did you come from before you were here?
Yeah, so I am an engineer actually from background. I used to work in big pharma companies, so nothing to do with anything like a restaurant. But my passion is music. I used to work in recording studios back in Belgium. I am from Belgium originally. That's how I ended up in LA to learn from some of the masters. That's how I also got one of the speakers from a studio back in Paris who was like selling all their equipment. And so this inspiration sparked really the idea of sharing music, discovering music with everyone. Something I've been doing my whole life, teaching people how to play records and throwing parties at our house, and this is basically a bit of both.
So did I just hear that correct? Those speakers came all the way from Paris?
That's correct, yeah. Fully restored, all original parts. There's very few in the world, I think, in this state.
Yeah.
But they sound amazing.
Can we go over there and talk about them a little bit more?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and explain to me what is behind us.
So these are JBL 4350As from 1975, more or less. They are museum pieces, basically. We need to treat them as babies.
Oh my gosh.
They're all original parts, and I added horns on top, which comes from a guy who works for the Loft with David Mancuso back in New York.
Yes.
So they're a bit of both, East Coast and West Coast. But I got them from Paris, where they were hanging from the ceiling, like they used to do in the 70s and 80s. And plenty of famous French records have been made on these, actually.
Wow. That is awesome. So actually, you made this combination yourself, because normally only this box here is what is made from JBL, but then you added your own touch by mixing from Mancuso.
Yes, exactly. Because this is a commercial space, we want to play like nice trumpets and vocals in a place where there's a lot of people.
Right.
So to push a little bit more mids and highs, we added some extra horns on top.
Awesome.
They're higher up also, as you can see. They're on center blocks, like we used to do in the studios to
for bass vibration.
Decouple them from the floor, and so they're kind of floating in the air here as well.
That is awesome. And just so everybody can see, the horns on the top are so that he has coverage over the entire venue. And I was here last night, and you'll see in some of the footage, the DJ playing live sounded fantabulous. Almost everywhere in the room you go, the sound was pretty good. So, pretty good. When I say pretty good, about as good as it gets. So,
I think so.
Yeah, if you're an audiophile and you want to hang out and enjoy a vibe, this is definitely the place you need to come. I drove 3.5 hours to get here, and it was worth it. In fact, I came last night and I came back again today.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that I got the daytime and the nighttime vibe. So this place is phenomenal.
Yeah, maybe one other thing I want to highlight, and we can turn around, is that we have a 360-degree sound booth. So one of the unique elements in our space is the DJ is in the middle. He's completely decoupled from the bar.
Yes.
And you can sit with the DJ front stage, backstage.
Let's go check that out.
Let's check that out.
Let's go check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, explain what's going on here. This looks great.
So we are standing just next to our sound booth, what we call the sound booth. You see it's filled up with records. There's nice turntables, a rotary mixer. But most importantly, the DJ is right here in the middle. You can sit with him while he's flicking through his records or mixing in the next song, and you see the speaker system in the back.
It's amazing. I was just sitting a couple minutes ago here at the countertop, and I was getting perfect stereo imaging right there. So, like, I don't want to say anything to anyone sitting anywhere else in the room, but if you are looking for the ultimate spot, sit right here.
Yeah.
That is about as good as it gets. It's like sonic gold.
It's built around the DJ, so the DJ is in the triangle of the JBLs.
Yes, he has the sweet spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to say that, you know, coming from a pro audio or a DJ background, any DJ that is standing right here is sweetly spoiled.
Yes, absolutely. And he'll come back and come back and come back.
Yes. And actually, while we're back here, can you go through the gear, what we have in here?
So the centerpiece is a rotary mixer from Master Sounds company from London. They don't exist anymore, unfortunately, but it's fully analog, all discrete components.
Yes.
In which left and right we have Technics 1200 GRs, so not the expensive hi-fi tables because it's still a lot of space with a lot of DJs.
Industry standard.
But they are better than, let's say, your average MK2s, MK7s.
Yes.
I don't shy away from digital, so we also have CDJ 2000s, which still take CDs. I have guys who come with CDs. And then digital tracks as well.
Excellent. And then the amplification.
Amplification is on there, on the right side. So this is a little bit of an experiment. This is a Rose amplifier from South Korea. It is a double amp internal crossover because the JBLs require actually two amplifiers for the highs and the bass.
Right.
But this guy delivers 2 times 200 watts and actually does a great job. Yeah.
Sounds phenomenal. Yeah, actually, because of how efficient those speakers are, they sounded like they are much more than 200 watts per channel.
Yes. But this is modern technology mixed with vintage speakers.
Correct. So. And what is going on with the vinyl collection here?
Yeah, so what you see sitting in the sound booth is like what we call the house collection. It's a little bit of everything. So I brought a lot of records from Belgium, from Germany, from the UK, electronic music, but also like jazz, world. We're building out our hip hop and recently our country section now.
Oh my gosh.
We're still in the US.
Yes.
So we play a little bit of everything during the day.
Awesome.
And then guest selectors, whenever they come in,
can
bring their
records.
crates of records, their music, their 45s.
That's stellar. And I see another amplifier hiding down in here.
Yeah, that's a Bryson. This is the backup. Basically, this is the old crossover from the JBLs. Again, it's a commercial space, so I try to keep the chain as short as I can.
Right.
So less equipment can fail. This beast is also like 50 years old now.
Right.
But this is like
That's
one
great.
of the backup amplifiers we have. It's not in use for now.
Yeah.
You see also we sometimes mess around with like guitar pedals on the mixing board. But yeah, it's
for effects. There's nothing wrong with a Bryson. That's one of the best amplifiers around.
I know. So now we're standing on the other side of the space, which is in front of our bar. We have a full coffee and cocktail bar. And next to that, we also do like sharing small plates, Mediterranean food. I am from Belgium, so I was born in this whole fusion kitchen of Mediterranean food, which we serve here.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you have like the cappuccino and.
So our coffee machine is on 24/7. I think our main drink is our espresso martini right here. That's our.
The Dean Martini.
We call it the Dean Martini.
I like it. That's a nice play on words. Okay, awesome. I really dig the fact that you're tying it all together with the music, the lounge. You have a coffee house. You have a place where people can have drinks. Also, it's all in one place. And actually, I was able to bring my whole family here, which was a very welcome vibe too. So there are not very many places like this in Southern California, and even less in the entire United States. So I just want to say thank you for making this place available.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. From Eat, Sleep, Bass, Repeat, please come visit Sounds by the Sea. You did such a great job, man.
All right, thank you.
So, yes.
Thank you.
So here we are at Sounds by the Sea with Dominque, and what a beautiful job you did. So thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
What is that?
It's literally a margarita.
So it's margarita with some extra burrata on top and some arugula and.
Hey, what is your accent?
Yeah. There's a lot of Italian people in there. And that's the best beer in the world. Yeah. So we're standing in front of a JBL 4350. So JBL is originally from Los Angeles. I brought these guys from a studio in Paris. What you're seeing is one of the biggest studio monitors in the world. It's based around two 15-inch bass drivers, which are amplified separately. A 12-inch for like the mids, bass mids. This is actually a horn, so like a clip system almost, a horn used for the highs, mid-highs, which then is fronted by a wave folder, and then above it you have the super tweeter for the super highs, basically the highest frequencies, all the sparkle in the music. So everything is in one big cabinet, and it's a front-facing speaker, so there's no bass ports through the back. Again, this is made to be built in a wall, to be fully encapsulated in a studio, in a recording studio. So that's why everything's facing front. The speakers itself are symmetrical. You see there are some empty holes left and right. So basically I can make the left speaker into a right one just by pulling these ones out, putting them on the other side. So I don't need to move a 220-pound speaker. I can just change the drivers and then we're good to go. Alright, that's it. JBL 4350s. One of the few living breathings in the world.
Really quick, what was this building originally? What was this built for?
So we are standing in a building from the 50s,
Yes.
proper mid-century.
Yes.
It used to be a showroom for cars. It's one
Oh.
of the older buildings from Oceanside.
Right.
There used to be a gas station across the street, and this was like your showroom if you wanted to get like a car. Cars properly standing inside, service desk in the back.
As much as I like cars, this is a better use.
Now we're showing music.
Yes. Can't say I'm biased.
Well, Dad, we got 2 more trucks left, Dad.
this one.
Yeah, with the logo.
Yes. Yeah, the lights. That's what are. Are you okay? Or I can like position it where I don't get. We'll rotate. There we go. We rotate, and now you're out of it. Now you're out of it. Now I don't have anybody here, right there.
Yeah.
Nobody's in the view. And actually, I have a speaker using that. There it is. All right. Okay. So all right. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just say, here. Ask you to introduce yourself. Hopefully everybody is okay, and this I'm gonna say this is almost like a listening bar, restaurant, and it's almost like a lounge all-in-one. And what was the inspiration?
So the concept of sound by the sea is the combination of living room, bass vibration, and
just so everybody can see the coverage over the entire I was here last night.
I know shy away from digital, so we also have different thousands. Still think CDs and guys who come with CDs. Amplification is on there on the right side. So this is a little bit of an experiment. This is a Rose amplifier from South Korea. It is a double amplifier crossover because JBL require actually two amplifiers with the highs and the bass. But this guy delivers 2 times 2 watts. Actually, he does a great job.
Yeah, actually, that's the part.
So I try to keep the chain as short as I can. So this equipment can fail. This beast is also like 50 years old now.
Right.
But this is like one of the backup amplifiers. It's not in use for now.
Yeah.
You see also we sometimes mess around with like guitar pedals.
Right. Mixing. Yeah.
I guess. No, I know. It's silly casually there, I know. Yeah. This sounds like amazing. Just out the bass. Because I just had a massive bass. The JBL custom. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and. All right, Dom. So what we got going on back here?
So now we're standing on the other side of the space, which is a bar, and coffee and cocktail bar. And next to that, we also sharing small flames. I am from Belgium, so I was born in this fusion kitchen with the cream, which we serve here.
And you have cappuccino.
So our coffee machine is on 24/7.
So